Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gamecocks will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
And the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Leaves it with the back. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The give to the back.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
The give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Hands it off. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Afterburners coming. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Missouri gets to the line quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That defensive front was a stone wall on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D. And a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on 3rd down to get the touchdown.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the ground with the back. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Smashes through. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He'll try the left side. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Missouri 7, Jacksonville State 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit. As soon as he gets the football, hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit.
Number 12, on to punt it away.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Wide receiver shows motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And you got to love it. Get the ball to your playmakers any way you can. Use their speed to your advantage. Nice job handing him the football, getting his speed to the outside to have a successful play.
They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Power football with the run. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. Don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go with a direct snap. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down to...
And he picks it off in their end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
That is the easiest pick you will ever have in your life. You talk about a pick 6, all you returned it, made people miss. Nope. Nice play in the end zone to catch the football, get the pick, put 6 points on the board for this defense.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fair catch, called for and made. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots if I want to. I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Runs for the tackle.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Got room at the 35. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed, stuff you can't.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running back searching for a hole. Open space at the 25. He's off to the races. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Jacksonville State, 7.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Snap it to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Missouri, 24. Jacksonville State, 7.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half.
Kick it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look at...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They'll leave it with him. Stumbled to the ground.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. With jet sweep pass. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter. quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've got it to a two-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. Cool as a cue. It's a fumble. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it left. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you need it.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
They'll run it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Goes to the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The offense starts with a short field. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Missouri 24, Jacksonville State 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stopped for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on 3rd down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some design QB runs or give him a run-pass option on the perimeter. See if he can punch it in after that big gainer.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Slips a tackle. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death and taxes and sacks for that guy.
Good, solid tackle.
I am an aggressive person, Paul. I like to put my foot on the gas. I like to go for it. But here, 2nd half, if I can tie the football game, a 4th down situation, I'm taking it.
You are aggressive spiritually, physically, and mentally. But I agree. You go field goal in this situation, and you put the pressure on your defense to go get a stop, get you the ball back, and give you a chance to win.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Oh, it's a reverse. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up, handling the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Finds the tight end. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Quarterback keeps it. Kept it and he's past the marker. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. They'll try to blast their way in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Just over a minute to go. Drama is high, guys, to see if they can hold on to this lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Quarterback will audible. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Trying to get everybody lined up and get this play off and get a little closer to the end zone. Looking to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They've got time here to take a shot or two, but they need to be smart. They're already in field goal range. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate.
Throws toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Using his feet. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Jacksonville State.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. They jump on top here in OT. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, but there is a penalty marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Defense looks as if it's coming. The give to the left. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll give it to the back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
It's a reverse. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Oh, you got to be so good making tackles because this guy in space is dangerous. They give it to him on the jet sweep, and he's able to make a few people miss, get some positive yards.
They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. Right back to the well. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. A timeout is called. It gives everyone a chance to take a deep breath and get settled here in overtime. Fourth down. Pick it up here or this game is over. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on fourth down in overtime. They'll try to pick up the first. Touchdown, Tigers! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Now first down here in the second overtime. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Missouri wants to go fast. On second down, he's looking downfield. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Tigers! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score Missouri 41, Jacksonville State 34.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. off the play fake on first down. Quarterback adapting. Unleashes one. Got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Now on the move. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Yeah, right.
If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis.